Hey guys, Doug from Pinetree Outdoors here at Windy Lake Provincial Park, just a little north of Sudbury, on a kind of rainy, gloomy day. Our turn of really awesome summer type weather has gone away for the most part now. We had snow yesterday, a little nicer today. I'm here with my good friend Ange to show you my most sentimental knives because I was tagged by ZZ Outdoors to do so. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. And let's meet Ange. Hey guys, this is Ange. Say hi.
Hi.
Ange has worked with me for a long time. Just recently left our place of employment and moved on to something else. You wouldn't believe it, but this gal does heavy duty construction work, and obviously the prettiest girl out there doing that kind of thing. Ange's gonna help me with this. Let's get looking at those knives.
Cool.
All right guys, here's Ange giving you a general view of my knives. That first one, as you can see it from a little bit of a distance here, it's packaged, but that's my Newfoundland knife that was given to me by my aunt and uncle from Newfoundland. This bad boy was my grandfather's knife. Looks a bit like a Bowie style. I don't know, it's a cool looking knife, and it always drew my eye and was a favorite of mine, and I was finally able to get that from my grandmother after my grandfather had passed. A knife I got from my parents after they vacationed in Hawaii for 2 weeks. I still remember that. I was distraught while they were gone because I was probably only 9 or 10 years old. But it's a knife from Hawaii, and it's got a nice little pineapple on it. We'll get a closer look in a minute. And this knife is from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And my grandparents got me that one while they were on vacation. That is the first knife I ever received. My uncle is actually from Newfoundland, and he's since passed, but one time they went back, he went back home, and they knew that I had started collecting knives as a young person, so they brought this particular knife back. For some reason I never had the heart to open the package even to use it. It looks so nice, and has the cool Labrador dog on there, and the provincial coat of arms and stuff, so it means a lot to me, especially since my uncle has passed. So it will remain packaged and in my possession, and hopefully passed on in the future to my kids. So guys, this one here is another favorite of mine. It's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's got a little seahorse on it, as you can see. It's the only knife I own that has 2 blades on it, which at the time I thought was pretty cool. And it has that marble kind of MacTac inlay on the handle there, which is kind of neat. I've seen that on like drum kits before and stuff like that, but it gives a nice look to it. Again, my grandparents had gone down on vacation in Florida. They're actually the same grandparents that got me started in collecting, so nevertheless they brought me this knife home. So that's another one of my sentimental knives that will remain in my collection. All right, the next knife that I have was purchased in Hawaii. My parents had gone to Hawaii for a couple weeks when I was 9 or 10 years old, and to dull the pain of their departure for so bloody long, they brought me back this awesome knife, which has the cool pineapple on it, and written Hawaii as well. This is one of my absolute favorites because I used this knife a lot when I was younger, as opposed to some of the other ones I just kind of admired from afar. This one actually got some use and stuff, so it means a lot to me because my parents got it for me, and so that's another very sentimental knife in the collection. All right, our next knife that we're going to look at is my Bowie style. I call it a Bowie style, but it almost looks like it might be a little bit of a Persian style blade on it. As Ange noted, we took a closer look at it before we started shooting the video. It's actually made in Germany, this knife. The sheath is a leather sheath with, it's got a picture of a moose on there. It's kind of carved in there, or ingrained in there, so to speak. And there she be. A little, like I said, a little Persian style, Bowie style knife. It's got a pin on the back end of it. Looks like it's the handle's wood inside. There you go. Good look at it there. And basically this, you know, as they say, the piece of resistance this was the knife that kind of started it all for me. I've seen this knife for years in the drawer at my grandparents' cottage, and see my grandfather use it all the time, so I absolutely fell in love with it. So, you know, nevertheless, I've always had my eye on it, and you know, when he passed, my grandmother knew that, and that was one of the things she gave me as a keepsake in the name of my grandfather, and I'm very fortunate and thankful to have this in the collection. Another one that will remain with me and in the family, hopefully for years to come. And last, but certainly not least, I guess is the knife that probably means the most to me, because it is the first knife I ever owned. So this knife means a lot to me, basically because like I said, my grandmother knew I had an interest in knives, and when I had an interest in that big Bowie knife, Persian style knife, whatever you want to call it, because she couldn't give me that at the ripe old age of 5 or 6 years old, she went in her jewelry box and grabbed this little knife, a little keychain knife, what have you, and that became my very first knife in my collection. So, to say the least, these all have sentimental value to me, but this one in particular, because it was my absolute first knife, has to be considered my most sentimental knife. Alright guys, so that's a look at my most sentimental knives. I really want to thank Ange for coming out and help me out here. Nice to have company on the little journey up north, and for her to show you my favorite blades. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, and if you want to get notified of my future videos or all my videos, hit that little bell button. Again, appreciate your support, everybody. Have a great day.